Hey, here's something depressing to report on. Elio, the brand new Pixar film that's an original movie, animated for the whole family, now in theaters, is bombing terribly at the box office, only making $21 million opening night. That is the worst opening for a Pixar movie ever. I did predict this about a week ago on my channel. I put a video out saying how, hey, I don't think a movie that costs upwards of $400 million is gonna make that money back. Especially when the last original film by Pixar was Elemental, I believe, and that thing barely eked even at like $450 million. The reason I say this is depressing is because meanwhile, How to Train Your Dragon, the live-action reskin of the animated classic, and Lilo and Stitch, the live-action reskin of the animated classic, are both probably gonna make $1 billion. So people are voting with their wallets, and they're saying, hey Disney, hey DreamWorks, keep remaking your stuff that we've already watched and have better versions of at home. Give us more of that, and less of the things that our children could grow up and having for their own and saying, wow, I love this movie, I'm sure glad it exists. Preamble aside, I went out and watched Elio because I support new movies. I want to champion new content in the theaters, even though the trailers to me looked really bad. And I want to tell you about it in a review. Before I give you a relatively quick spoiler-free review of Elio, if you wouldn't mind subbing to my show, Adam Does Movies, on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, I would appreciate it. I post movie content almost every single day here. Like to keep it fun, like to keep it light, like to have you stick around. Okay, let's talk Elio. A movie that on its face looks incredibly generic if you saw the trailer. Elio had zero chance of being a financial success because it went through several iterations of the script, changing the art style a little bit, tweaking designs. I really would be interested to see what Pixar originally had cooked up for this film a couple years back when they started working on it. But again, to point to the trailers, Elio looked like a very generic, kind of by-the-numbers Disney film. Which is fine for a Disney animated film, but this is a Pixar movie, damn it. These are the people who did WALL-E. These are the people who did Ratatouille, The Incredibles, Finding Nemo, Toy Story. We're following another basic boy around. Oh, they gave him an eye patch? How original! And he's being abducted by aliens? I already saw this movie when it was called Jimmy Neutron. And why does the art style look like Steven's Universe? I'm not a huge fan of this visual style they're going for. It worked well in Luca. I really enjoyed Luca, and that one was sent out to Disney Plus to die with no theatrical release originally. I believe later it went, but it was too late. Damage was done. Great film. After watching Elio, though, in theaters, I even got the 3D glasses, which typically do nothing for me. I will say 3D was solid in this. Elio, much like Elemental, was a pleasant surprise. And I think the biggest issue Pixar's having lately is not having a clue how to market their stuff. Elemental had a lame trailer, Elio had an even worse one, but the final product is a very good, wholesome, sad at times, funny at times, gorgeous at times looking movie. Now, even though the overall art style not my favorite, it's still obviously very crisp, very punchy with the visuals, and the characters are voiced to perfection. Elio himself. When I first started watching the film, I was a little worried about Elio. He was kind of annoying. He was very frantic. He was trying to get contact with aliens, and that meant going out to the beach every day, trying to get a satellite to bounce off to them, get a message to them. He set up a little get-together with some friends who's kind of a jerk too. But as the story unfolds and the movie pushes forward, I found myself really enjoying my time with Elio. He was a good kid who's just been through a lot. Because Disney and Pixar, they're done with the lazy kill off a parent trope, so the audience will give you instant sympathy. No. They kill off both parents. They're not messing around with this one. You thought it was sad when a boy didn't have one parent? How about both, bitch? This kid's orphaned, being raised by his aunt who's in over her head because this kid's got a lot of complicated issues. Plus, she's trying to work her job at the military. It just seems like these two are on different wavelengths. Sure hope they can figure things out when the film winds down. And I really hope Elio can find his place in this topsy-turvy world, even if that means going off-world to figure it out. I know this story is exactly what you expect. It's wholesome, it's got some feel-goodery, but it also has a very nice friendship. Elio forms this great bond with an alien off Earth because he couldn't really make a friend there. He could never relate to anyone. And this stuff is all gold. I eat this up. This is Pixar. Yum, 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 just feeding me exactly what I want. It's tugging at the heartstrings. The alien friend is super cute and lovable. It's just all around working. And eventually that relationship he has with his aunt will come full circle, and that stuff's all very well handled as well. Listen, I really don't ask for much. I had a lot of negative reviews in a row on this channel, but I'm actually very easy to please. I don't need a story to be some deep, profound journey through the human condition. In fact, more often than not, I'd prefer the opposite. Just give me a movie that's competently made and directed, has some great voice work, has some great visuals, isn't throwing me for a bunch of bullcrap loops to try to win brownie points with some random sector of the internet, and you know what? I'm on board. I'm on board. Is it top tier Pixar for me? No, not even remotely close, but it's also not at the bottom either. It's just a solid family flick. It's not a remake. It's not a reboot. It's not a shot-for-shot bizarre hybrid to relive the glory days and get that nostalgia kick again. It is at least a new presentation with a tried and true formula that will withstand the test of time. If you're a parent looking to take the little kids, I will just say there are a couple very small moments that could be a little on the scary side for them. If the kid's 7 and older, it shouldn't be a problem, but there were just a few quick spots in the movie where I thought a little one might find this a bit scary. Otherwise, you're perfectly safe to take the family, and if you're looking for something to do, I would suggest it. It's a lot better than watching Lilo and Shit live action, and it's certainly better than watching How to Train Your Dragon's inbred cousin, who's pretty much the same, but not quite as good. All right, there you have it, my thoughts on Elio, a film that's gonna flop at the box office, but that doesn't make it bad. That just means the marketing was poor, and Pixar needs to do a better job reaching out to the audience. And Disney, come on, back these guys, for crying out loud. You own them. Stop making them second fiddle when you know they are the kings in animation. You know they do a better job. All right, that's all I have for you. If you wouldn't mind, again, I would encourage you to sub to Adam Does Movies on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. It takes a second. It's free of charge. If you're on YouTube, hit that notification bell as well so I show up in your feed. Like the video, comment your thoughts on Elio. I'd love to hear from you. And hopefully, I see you next time. Take care.